Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and welcome to another live and free Rockfin exclusive. Now, when they came for Alex Jones, many people cheered. I, for one, did not. And even pre-Alex Jones, there was a degree of internet censorship that, in my view, was still extremely uncomfortable, unwarranted, and something that we tried to tell the public about. At the same time, tools like YouTube and then Google Video were absolutely undeniable in reaching the masses. And when those two entities merged, when Google actually bought up YouTube, and all of a sudden created not only a video Leviathan, but a search Leviathan as well, as YouTube is the number 2 search engine in the world, only behind their big daddy, Google. Think about that. Think about that monopoly. The largest tool in the history of the planet that is used globally, and you have a monopoly on the first two. Not even it's us against, you know what I mean? Because if you go to Google, you can just type in anything and then go to the video tab, and you'll get a list of videos, take you to different sites, etc. That's one search engine. But then your other search engine is literally YouTube, which is the largest video platform in the world. And you start making decisions on who's allowed to say what, and then you selectively enforce those rules over time. For instance, in just the monetization alone, you were already demonetizing content really a decade ago. I remember when it was happening. And it was largely ignored then because, it's just happening to the people on the fringe. Really. And then slowly but surely, you saw people that had built up followings via social media when the algorithms were not rigged, such as Luke Rudkowski and others, start to be demonetized, right? And then, and this is post-Alex Jones, but you saw it happen to myself. And then you saw it go further, and people get deplatformed altogether, just like Alex Jones did in the likes of Derek Bros, The Last American Vagabond, and others. Again, with these arbitrary, selectively enforced rules where the arbiters of truth come in and say, you can't say this. And the thing is that when these people are saying these things, especially Derek and Ryan, they're backed up. They're not just saying them. They source their material. There's no specifics as to where, you dare speak out and you dare be wrong against the party, against the authoritarian narrative. And more over time, we've seen censorship and people being deplatformed, or platforms now kind of being deplatformed themselves, not having the ability to be in the Google Play Store, not having the ability to have their app in the iOS Play Store. And love him or hate him, Donald Trump has been a target of this censorship and certain media narratives that were negative towards him when they should not have been, in my opinion. And I've taken some heat for that. Some people have subscribed because I dare talk about these things. Other people are upset because, I talk about the fantasies out there as well. What can you do? You just got to be you. But when the news comes out that they have banned the ex-president indefinitely from the platform because they think he could incite violence, this is madness. Donald Trump's YouTube page is about as milquetoast as it gets. It couldn't get more milquetoast. But Adair put put out messages, right? And I'm not even sure if they've taken the whole channel down, but they're not allowing him to post, and they've demonetized Giuliani. I've never been a Giuliani fan. I don't think Giuliani should be making money off of YouTube anyway. It's chump change for Giuliani if he's charging $20,000 a day. I promise. Okay. So we're going to read this article. We're going to talk about it a little bit. Oh, but before we get there, fully demonetized on the YouTube platform. I do want to thank all you premium subscribers out there over at Rockfin. I want to thank all of you who have come over and followed me at Rockfin and left the Big Daddy platform of YouTube to check out alternatives because, hey, without you guys, I couldn't do this. $5, $10, $15, it means the world to me. The Go Get funding is down below. GoFundMe, of course, took off my latest campaign. Didn't tell me why. And then you read their terms of service, and they basically say they can take down any campaign they like for any reason, and you don't get to decide. That's bad news, Brown. Go check out the YouTube while it's still there. 1,800 plus videos and counting. All my documentary films for free over there, by the way. Loose Change Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture. And you're on the platform. You're watching it, unless you're watching the replay. And if you're watching the replay, why wouldn't you make the free account? Yesterday's interview with Steve Poikonen, I haven't posted that over on YouTube. I'm probably going to post that in chunks today. That's exclusive and free right there, right now. There's a ton of exclusive and frees that you haven't seen, including my Ned Beatty Hollywood piece, which I think is a really good one. So if you're watching on the replay and you're not watching it live, go make the account. Tell people about Rockfin. Hey, maybe the president wants to get on Rockfin. The problem is, if the president got on Rockfin the way they're doing things right now, they'd probably ban the platform. It'd probably go the way of Parler. And yes, I have backed everything up on Odyssey, and I can't help but thank those guys because now my videos are all on the blockchain, and there is no censoring Jason Burmis anymore. No. It's all here, and it can't be gone. Trump's YouTube suspension is extended indefinitely, and Giuliani is slapped with new restrictions as Google-owned company says there are concerns about ongoing potential for violence. They're telling you that the ex-president of the United Speech can't access a technology that reaches not only this country but the globe when they have no evidence whatsoever he's incited anything or done or said anything violent. The only violent things that I'm aware of that Trump did were mostly in the Middle East. And they were handshake violence. Like, hey, Saudi Arabia, let's cut that deal. Great. Great news. Great news. Oh, now Jerusalem, the capital of Israel, Golan Heights, yours. Here you go, Ben. Great deal. Awesome. Handshake violence. Not great violence. Lots of death, lots of destruction. Not the type of thing the media portrays as negative, however, and not the type of thing that they would ban you from YouTube for being a part of. It's weird. It's odd how that works, right? Am I kooky? Am I crazy for saying things like this? I mean, my goodness. Oh, the Google-owned social media behemoth imposed a temporary ban on Trump's channel 2 weeks ago, depriving his 3 million subscribers of content in light of the ongoing potential for violence. They didn't air this guy's farewell speech. It wasn't even on C-SPAN. I mean, people weren't believing me the day before the inauguration that Trump was leaving office as I played him within, I think, like 20 minutes of him doing it, explaining he was leaving office. But the thing was that the media didn't even show it to you when normally it should have been on like every network station, especially in light of the political environment. But no. It joined a raft of Silicon Valley heavyweights in censoring Trump for the Capitol riot over allegations that he fomented the deadly insurrection. Oh my, it was so deadly. Again, insurrection. Again, show me the insurrection on a political building and class that doesn't involve a mob of people with Molotov cocktails and machine guns. Because that didn't happen. It did not happen. He is accused of repeatedly, that's a big accusation, and you can't take these people to court, and they've been given complete and total immunity for their unfair business practices, right? There is no recourse. He's repeatedly violated YouTube's policies against posting misleading information about the U.S. election. The guy's not allowed to defend himself and what he thinks happened in a U.S. presidential election. Welcome to America. Welcome to 2021. Welcome to the Great Reset. And by the way, I want to shout out to Steve and Nico House. I was just watching their piece on the Great Reset and this new propaganda piece that Davos has put out. And they have their World Economic Forum going on this week. We've got to really talk about that. I'm probably going to break down the same video later today because it's cartoon level. It's like, hey, billionaires are getting richer. We're going to fix the problem. Just believe us. It's not a conspiracy. Trust us, really. We're censoring the president. The guy who stood up there a year ago. You know what? I might have to play that because that's about a year ago again. We're going to censor the president that talked shit to us last year through our collusion with big tech and our push for global governance and the idea that you will own nothing in 2030. Not a chance, bro. It's not, not happening. World Economic Forum. No. No. But they're going to try. They're going to push it. I mean, it's just, man. The 76-year-old has posted videos titled The Biden Crime Families Payoff Scheme and Election Theft of the Century to his channel, which has around 600,000 subscribers. Oh, no. I mean, is the Biden family not a crime family? Is the president of the United States or the former president of the United States allowed to put out videos highlighting publicly available evidence that the mainstream media won't talk about? Guess not. Not today, sir. Not today. And if it's not today, it's not ever. And that should, again, concern everybody, whether you're a MAGA head or not, and I'm certainly not. But you look at this stuff, and it's like, how much longer does Jason Burmis get to be on the YouTube platform? And that's why so many people need to come over to Rockfin. And then I hear, rumblings of people saying, well, if you keep promoting Rockfin, they're going to just kick you off of YouTube anyway. They're doing that with alternative platforms. And I'm like, are they really? Because now when I watch Joe Rogan clips, at the end of every one is like a 90-second ad for Spotify. What? Because Spotify is owned by Microsoft and they're another big tech conglomerate and they have billions of dollars and Martin and the gang doesn't? It's different somehow? Come on, man. Come on, man. We're in odd times. That's really all I can say about this. I mean, what is Trump's next move? Could he start a media company? Would it even matter? Would it just be like OAN, which is like soft in my opinion? I mean, anyone thinking that Fox News was going to save him, I don't even know what planet you're on. I never thought Fox News was going to save you. So, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. I hope you enjoyed the live exclusive today. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's Steve Poikonen interview. We're gonna probably post parts of that up and the pasta interview over at the Convo Couch as well on YouTube today, and maybe post this one later. But who knows, guys? Who knows with me? I didn't feel so great yesterday, and then I went out to the kids' first basketball game, which was awesome. First time I was at the Betplex here in the great state of Iowa and in the Quad Cities. Betplex is happening. Again, I don't think I could have made a better decision for my family. At least I don't want to jinx it, but we've been here now almost, 5 months? February 1st. So October, November, December, January, 4 months. Almost 4 months. And there's just so much more opportunity here for the kids in light of as much was shut down in New York State. And I'm really happy with the decision so far. And My nieces, we're excited to get out there, get some exercise in, and be around other kids. You know, it's important. By the way, we're going to have a video later today also on China using anal swabs to detect COVID-19. That's awesome, huh? Go subscribe to the YouTube if you're not. If you're just on the Rockfin, go check out the YouTube as well. We could use you. We got the Go Get the Go Get funding underneath. Again, tell people about the Rockfin. If you don't know, it's usually at 11 a.m. Eastern time. We did it today, Monday through Friday. But Monday through Friday, you're going to free live exclusive sometime in the day, usually 11 a.m. Eastern. We're pushing for that more and more. I feel a little bit more refreshed. Maybe I just need some sleep. Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture are free right here, right now. And remember, my entire archive, spanning well over 10 years now, is over on Odyssey. They backed it up for me. I want to thank them for that. So, guys, I love you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the flip.